I won't clickbait this video. This is literally just going to be a 3-step guide on how to stop procrastinating. And this could be on your work, this could be on a goal you're trying to reach, this could literally be anything in your life. Just 3 steps to stop procrastinating for good. I think this story is going to be relatable to some people, but when you study, if you have your phone in the same room, it's obviously going to distract you, like it did with me. If you don't need your phone to help you when you're focusing on something which you need to focus on, then put it outside the room. It's really simple, but barely anyone does this. But literally just take your phone and just put it outside your room, and it just literally just stops you from just going on your phone, texting your friends when you're supposed to be working, because it can actually take away so much focus. Just that little look at your phone can just take your mind away from the actual focus. And the thing is, I did this. I took my phone away, I took it out of the room, then I started getting distracted by YouTube. And this might be relatable to some of you as well again, but I just used to watch YouTube instead. And the thing is, you need to block these distractions out. The people who don't get distracted the most aren't necessarily the most disciplined. Just remember that. They're not the most disciplined. They just block out all these distractions. They just block out the YouTube, they block out the phone, they block out all of these distractions. So then I just got a YouTube blocker and I blocked out YouTube. And it's just that simple. Because your mind's going to keep making up stuff for you to be distracted with. And you just have to keep blocking these out and keep working on the task. And yeah, just keep that mindset. And this literally just all comes back to the point of just changing your environment to stop doing the bad habit. And it's actually from a book called Atomic Habits, which is really popular and which I really recommend. Instead of watching YouTube videos, honestly, this is just some other thing I'm talking about now, but instead of watching YouTube videos, reading is so much more useful, honestly. And I'm the only person on YouTube that's going to say, don't watch my videos and go read instead. Because honestly, you'll learn so much more from reading. So the honest truth, if you keep going on YouTube and keep binging these type of videos, you're not going to learn as much as you would by reading these books. So go find self-improvement books and go read them instead of watching these. And I promise you'll learn a lot more. Scientists actually did an experiment where they asked people, when do you feel happiest in the day? Like, what are you doing when you feel the happiest? And the answer actually was when they're working on something which has purpose to them. And it might be surprising because you might think, they might be the happiest when they're resting, they're doing some leisure activity. But the thing is, people are happiest when they have a purpose, when they have a goal to work on. And you need to find this purpose in the goal you're working on, in the goal you're procrastinating from. And I know this is going to be really hard with schoolwork and everything, but the thing I like to say is just find something which you find enjoyable in the schoolwork. Just find one thing, because you can just, if you just find one thing which you actually think is kind of interesting in the subject you're studying, you can honestly just help build that purpose up and actually help build up that kind of even more enjoyment into actually, even if you don't enjoy it, you have to just pretend to enjoy it. I know it sounds like weird advice, but honestly, you need to find that purpose in your work and you'll go a lot further and it'll feel a lot easier to actually sit down and actually study it because you actually want to. And you have to keep pretending and have to keep going with this. By the way, I only recommend finding one thing you actually like in hard tasks which you have no control over, like school for example, which you kind of don't have control over, if you get what I mean, because you have to do it anyway. There's pressure on you to do it anyway, if you get what I mean. But in all your other tasks, you need to find something which makes you feel like you're actually working towards something, like you actually have purpose. Like me doing this right now, I feel like I have purpose doing this, and that's why I don't procrastinate in doing this, I just feel like it's like the whole flow state concept. If you actually enjoy what you're doing, it'll be so much easier for you. So you need to find this purpose and you need to experiment. What do you actually like to do? And if you just keep going at this, you'll get in the flow state. And yeah, so you need to find your purpose basically. And if you work and you have a purpose in your mind, you won't procrastinate. And the third and final step today is stop multitasking basically. And to understand this, you need to understand what attention residue is. And it basically is, let's say you're working, let's say schoolwork again, since I've used this all video basically. But let's say schoolwork, let's say you're doing your essay or something, and then your phone's in the same room, because you didn't listen to my first tip. Your phone's in the same room, you read it, you start texting back, you look through Instagram, whatever, and you put your phone down, you get back to the work. You still have attention residue, you still have a bit of residue in your brain that has stayed back because of your phone, and you'll be less distracted. You'll be more distracted on your work at the moment, if you get what I mean. It's still in your brain to be more distracted, so you won't be working as efficiently as you could if you just didn't look at your phone. You've got more things going on in your brain. So you need to understand this concept of that, how looking at loads of things at once will not help you, because your brain can only process so many things at once, if you get what I mean. You can't keep looking at your phone midway through and expect to go back to your work, and expect to work the same way as you could before, because your brain takes time to actually recover. And in order to actually do this, it's the stuff I said before, just get your phone out of the room firstly. And also, you need to train your mind to actually focus for extended periods of time. And I know that sounds confusing and everything, but it can be very simple. It can literally just, when you go to the toilet, just don't take your phone. Because I know toilet times have increased so much because people just go on their phone in the toilet now because they feel bored. Just train your mind to be bored. That's basically it. And I know it literally is very boring. It literally is very boring. But that's the point. You need to train your mind to be bored, to focus for extended periods of time, to actually focus. And the only way you can learn, the only way you can actually grow is intense focus on the thing. I keep using this in like a studying context because it's a lot easier to explain, but this could literally go for anything, you know. You need to focus in order to get better at stuff. You can't keep having everything going on around you. Stop multitasking and just focus. And there are certain things you can do to build up focus in your mind. I mean, meditation is always a big one. Just meditate a few minutes a day. I always say don't meditate. When you first start, don't say I'm going to do 20 minutes immediately. Just do 5 minutes, just even less. You can even do like 2 minutes, but just do it every day. It's not that hard, because you can't say you've not got 2 minutes in a day to just sit still with your eyes closed and breathe. Literally 2 minutes a day of just breathing with your eyes closed. It's not that hard, and if you keep going, you can build it up over time and just help your focus so much. It's all scientifically proven. You can help your focus so much. And it's the small stuff, like I said before, about don't take your phone to the bathroom, or just when you're waiting for a bus or something, don't use your phone. It's training yourself to be bored. That will build up focus in the long term and will just help you out so much in all parts of your life, honestly. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you actually learned something today. And yeah, subscribe for more videos like this. I've got a lot planned around topics like this. So yeah, subscribe for more, and yeah, I'll see you later.